What day? Look at that sky. So as you can see, hopefully you can see it's starting to get dark. This is the backup Trimstar. The one that I use all the time is in the shop. Why, you ask? Well, I get to my 5th yard today and I've got all my gear on. Of course, I've got my hearing protection on. I crank it up and it spins over really slow, like something's dragging on the engine. Now I can't really hear anything yet. And then the next thing I know, the box of the truck is just full of dust. And I'm like, wait a minute, the blades are on. So sure enough, the blades they're spinning. So I'm clicking the PTO up and down, up and down, up and down, nothing. The blades will not turn off. So I shut it off and then I turn it back on and you hear the magnet clicking. Well, it wasn't doing that. So I went up under there. I disconnected the wiring harness to the PTO switch, and of course it's not going to start because there's some safety things in there that have to be jumped. So I plugged it back in. Then I could operate the you could hear the magnet clicking on and off, on and off. So I'm like, okay, cool, it was just a bad connection. Try to crank it over again, and this thing is trying to spin the blades as it's cranking. Fired up, and the blades will not shut off even though the magnet's clicking. So the problem is that when this mower is not able to get off the truck, I can't get the Super S off. That's one problem of having mowers lined up. I don't have room to put them side by side, so I was not able to pull the mower out because the way the ramp was, it was a little bit steeper than this, and I'm not going to chance hitting the gate with the blades running. So I had to stop what I was doing. I texted Mike over at Smith Equipment Repair, told him what was going on. So I drove all the way from Lawrenceville all the way to Monroe. And I feel like a moron. Something is wrong with the clutch on the mower, but I told the guy what was happening at the counter. And he comes out he's like, well, I'm just going to disconnect the blade belt to get the mower off the truck. And I'm like, oh, I didn't even think of that. So if that ever happens to you, if your blades will not shut off, but the mower will crank up, just disconnect the blade belt. I could have taken the mower off, set it aside, got the Super S out. I was going to use the Super S on both those yards anyway. So anyway, the clutch bearing probably is what was making the noise. I like using that other mower because even though that Trimstar is a little bit slower as far as speed as this one for some reason, I guess it's just the way the rods are adjusted, it saves so much time not having to grab a blower off the wall, take it around the backyard so nobody on the street sees it, and it's so much more convenient to have the blower on the mower. So I did a little bit of price shopping on just to see how much a clutch was. Those things, I think they're around $600 just for the clutch, for the part. And this is one of those instances I do not have time to fix it. I just don't. I would love to make a video on how to do a PTO clutch, but I have 1, 2, 3 yards that I have to do tomorrow that I should have done today because of this wasted time. I got a leaf hauling job I have to do, and that's going to move. Yeah, it's just not a good situation. So I'm going to have to work tomorrow, which is all right. Thankfully, I have this Trimstar. This one's only got like 441 hours. It's still in the wrapper. This mower cut's wonderful. So anyway, that's what it is. That's what's going on. And yeah, I mean, things break. I'm very fortunate that very few things on these mowers have ever broken. These parking brake levers will snap every once in a while, and you know, just maintenance, blades, belts, fluids, one set of tires on the other one. But it's been, and one sensor, the sensor that's under here that makes that click. I replaced that, but I did all that stuff. And it was all workarounds, but I can't work around not having a PTO clutch. So anyway, they're gonna get it straightened up for me, and yeah. So I'll check back in with you guys when I get the mower back. All right, so it is Saturday. It's the next day. What is today? November the 8th. We're moving on. So I've got Old Blue here. We're gonna go pick up the mower from Smith Equipment Repair. They gave me a text yesterday and said that the mower was ready. So I don't know exactly what ended up getting replaced. Probably the clutch and the PTO clutch and the switch and all that. So but they put it on a rush repair for me. I appreciate that. That's the main mower, and yeah, don't know how much it's going to cost either. We'll find all that out together, and if maybe if Mike's available, we can get him to kind of tell me what failed, why it failed, and maybe how to prevent it, or maybe that's just, I don't know how long a PTO clutch lasts, or is supposed to last. If you know, down in the comments what hours you've had to replace a PTO clutch, then please put that down in the comments. It is a wear item, so, but I would like to know what failed. I think my gut is that the bearing in it failed and locked up. So I don't know. I'm not going to speculate. So I'll see you there when I pick the mower up. All right, so didn't video when I was there because they were really busy, but so we got a new PTO switch, we got a new PTO clutch, and a new wiring harness, and it's no more noise. So Mike said at 1,615 hours, he said, man, that mower's in really good condition. Now obviously they went ahead and they cleaned it for me. I was not expecting that, and that's really it's really awesome, because this mower was so dirty. It was worse than the other Trimstar. But oh, in addition to that, they put a new blade belt and a new PTO belt on there. It was like around $550 with tax. So yeah, I asked them how long PTO clutches last, and he said it just varies. And he did verify that the bearing seized. That's what the problem was. So it was not so much the clutch as it was the bearing, mostly, you know. So because the electromagnetic switch was still working on there, but that bearing seizes, it's just locked up on the crankshaft and there's nothing you can do about it. So this mower is disgustingly dirty, but this thing, you couldn't even read the labels on the other one. It was so just incredibly dirty. So I am very glad to have my main mower back, and it will be going right into service again. I just took the blades off and sharpened them, and yeah, so we are back in business. I really like that they got this in and out as quick as possible, so that means a lot. Shout out to Smith Equipment Repair. So today is Saturday and I've got some work I've got to go do. I will hopefully be shooting the video when doing a couple of the Super S upgrades. I need to get that done before Monday, and yep, just waiting for some leaf jobs to come in. That will be good. I'm telling you, with the gold hybrid blades on this thing, well, I'm sorry, do I have the gold or the rippers on here? I have the rippers on here. Anyway, the X blade setup, either the rippers or the gold hybrid blades, those things is just phenomenal. If you really want to take care of leaves, I highly recommend it. So anyway, that is the Saga. That's the only repair I've ever had to farm out to somebody else, to a mower shop. Everything else I've done myself, but sometimes you just don't have the time. So let them do it, let them check it out, and it's good to go. So I will talk to you guys on the next video.